Well, listeners, welcome back to Subculture on centralcoastradio.com. And now we are going to take a look at another comedy show that is part of this year's comedy festival in Melbourne. And this is a show that I'm very, very excited to talk about because Jon Walpole has been one of my favourite comedians at the festival over the last few years, and he's back with a brand new show called One Man Performing a Two-Man Show. So to tell us all about this amazing show, we've actually got Jon on the phone right now. Welcome to the program, mate.
Hello, good to be here.
So, Jon, like I said in my intro, I have loved the work that you have done at the Comedy Festival over the last couple of years. So tell us a little bit about this brand new show that we can expect from you this year.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I decided to make my next show a bit more of a concept or something to explore. So, this show is all about basically I've been left by my partner Tim all alone right before the show starts, and I have to perform a two-person show all by myself. Throughout the show, we're sort of wondering whether Tim's going to come and save the day, or whether I have to keep doing the whole thing on my own. So lots of big, silly sketches and all the sorts of things that only two people can do. Things like trust falls and putting sunscreen on your back and that sort of thing.
So where did the idea come about for this show? You didn't actually have somebody not turn up for you one night, did you?
No, I actually I got the idea because when I was working on my last show, I had a friend of mine sit in on the rehearsal, and there was a sketch I did where I played three characters at once in one scene, and he said, I don't know, man, I think you need a second person to pull that off. So I decided, out of spite, to make an entire show around that premise.
So, one of the things that people will have noticed about your shows over the years is you come up with the funniest skits in your shows. Where do you get those ideas from? Like, are you just constantly thinking of new ideas from things that you see in life, or where do you get those ideas from?
Sometimes it's stemmed in just like a thing I can do, and then I try and make a character out of it, and then me and my writing partner James, we spend a bit of time just going like, oh, what's this guy's deal? And come out with a funny story for that character, or sometimes we just get a bit of just a premise idea and we just riff until it makes no sense. And that's, we just sort of play around, and I definitely do a lot of improvising and just sort of filming myself improvising stuff and just sort of going, oh, there's something there, that's funny, and then just building on those sorts of ideas.
Your characters are always so unique, though. Like, do you create them from scratch, or do you take little bits of people's characterization that you meet in everyday life? Like, where do those characters come from?
I guess sometimes, there's like a voice that's kind of like, oh, it's maybe like 20% this person I know, or this kind of thing, or just like an exaggerated version of someone. It's never the actions of the characters are exactly what the person I know is like. It's more mannerisms or things like that I find funny that I play with. Yeah.
So how long would it normally take for you to put together a show like this one?
Usually, most shows we've done, it usually takes us about 3 months to sort of put together. But I think this one, because we've been touring for the first time with this show, so we did the Sydney Fringe and Melbourne Fringe last year, and then Adelaide Fringe last month. So, I think we only spent like a couple of months before Sydney Fringe, and then just kept working on the show as we performed it, and just fixing things and changing things and swapping stuff out until we sort of found the combo we liked.
I was going to ask you about that, of course, because as you just mentioned, you've been to Sydney Fringe and you've also been to Adelaide, and you're about to go to Edinburgh. What's that been like going on the road for the first time with your solo show?
It's been the best time. It's been awesome and just a great way to meet all sorts of people, and also this is my first show that has like a bit of a concept, so just testing out like because I think going to other cities and just going like, hi, I'm Jon, I promise I'm funny, is maybe not enough, and sort of having a bit of a concept that has got a bit of a hook that sounds interesting. So yeah, it was sort of a way of testing that out. And yeah, especially in Adelaide, there's a big culture of just coming and checking out stuff they've never seen. People want flyers in Adelaide, which is crazy. But yeah, so no, it was very cool to see that, like, not just in my hometown, like I can go to other cities and people will come check it out. And yeah, just great. Different sort of cultures of the different festivals is really fun to explore and see shows that you can't see in Melbourne. And yeah, it's great.
Edinburgh is an absolutely massive step in your career. How has that come about, and how do you feel about taking such a massive step?
Yeah, I think Edinburgh was always on the bucket list to, at the very least, go and check it out. But this sort of stemmed from I've decided to go to Philippe Gaulier, the clown school in France, to do a sort of intensive clown course. And then sort of, since I'm in France and Edinburgh's right on top of it, I figure I may as well go to Edinburgh as well. So, yeah, it'll be cool to go in there and check it out. It's the biggest fringe festival in the world, and yeah, it's just going to be a really fun time, and yeah, really looking forward to it.
That sounds amazing. Now, clown school, that's normally something you only hear when somebody says, I ran away to clown school or something like that. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, what kind of things are you hoping to learn there? And it sounds like a school where they have the best in the world teaching. Would that be right in assuming that?
So I hear, yeah. I think, I'm definitely not running away to clown school. I'll definitely be coming back. But hopefully a bit funnier and a bit more of a sensitive performer. And yeah, I think this man in France is very famous, and pretty much any time I've seen a sketch or sort of clown alternative comedian in the Comedy Festival the last few years, and I've just loved what they did, it's always turned out that they studied at Gaulier. So I think I just kind of realised, like, I think this is the next step to sort of just build my tool set a bit and get some more training and play around. So yeah, clown's definitely, it's a pretty, there's all sorts of clown workshops in Melbourne that happen and that sort of thing, and every time I've done one, it's completely changed how I perform. So yeah, it's all sort of about connecting with the audience and, like when things are going bad, like being able to embrace that in a positive way. And yeah, I mean, I can't say too much about it because I need to learn it first.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, really looking forward to, building up my skills.
Awesome. Now, this is going to sound like a little bit of a parent question, but where are you hoping to go with your career in the future? Like, will you hope to one day get into film and television as well with your performance, or are you wanting to tour around the world with shows? What have you got in store for your future, do you think?
I think at the moment I'm just very much embracing the fact that I'm very new to, especially touring, and I'm just trying to gain as much experience and learn as much as I can. And what that means is I don't know what that's going to lead to. I think I'll do anything really. I'm happy to do anything. I'm just having a good time performing. So if I can keep performing, that's all that really matters to me. So yeah.
Definitely. Now, for all of our listeners out there, if you're wanting to go and see Jon at the Comedy Festival, his show, One Man Performing a Two-Man Show, is on from the 14th to the 23rd of April at 5:45 each night at the Motley Bauhaus at 180 Elgin Street in Carlton. And you can grab tickets from the Comedy Festival website for that show as well. Jon, what would you like to say to people out there who are thinking about heading along to check out your show?
I reckon if you want to just catch something a little bit different and support a local artist, and also see something before dinner, and before you go and see other shows that you're planning to see, come along. I'd love to have you there, and it'll be a very fun time. And the audience participation is very light and chill, I promise.
That's always an important warning to put before any show, and I can't, as I said before, I can't recommend Jon's comedy enough. I love his shows over the years, so definitely head along to check out one man performing a two-man show from the 14th to the 23rd of April at the Motley Bauhaus in Elgin Street, Carlton, and you can grab all of those tickets from the Comedy Festival website. Jon, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us today. It's been an absolute honour having you on the show, and I cannot wait to head along and check out your show at the festival.
Thank you. An honour to be on the show. Thanks very much.